Elon Musk has been in a lot of drama recently after spending many months sucking up and donating to Trump to try to get him in there, get some political power. It's kind of backfiring on him a little bit. He's got two things that have happened. One, I think, more important to him personally. The other one kind of blown out of proportion. But the first thing being blown out of proportion is the video. I'm sure we've all seen it of Elon Musk, where his heart goes out to everyone.
My heart goes out to you. It is thanks to you that the future of civilization is assured.
Obviously, that video, people would say he's doing a very dangerous salute, not something you might want to go around doing. Obviously, I think that's just completely blown out of proportion. I don't think it really matters. He's clearly not doing that, at least something like on purpose. There's plenty of other videos of other people doing it. I don't think it really matters. People on both sides going crazy over this one video. Like, it's always going to happen. People are going to go crazy. But I don't think that it ultimately really even matters. But that's the first thing that he's involved in. And he's been going on Twitter, retweeting things, quote tweeting things, saying like, oh, that's crazy. Wow, indeed. Like his one word responses he does. But the biggest thing that, might be flipping on him is this Project Stargate, the AI project, $500 billion to be invested. This is OpenAI talking about it, but this is supposed to be right here. This project as a new company which intends to invest $500 billion over the next 4 years, building out AI infrastructure for OpenAI in the US. They'll begin deploying $100 billion immediately, and the infrastructure will help secure American leadership in AI, create hundreds of thousands of jobs, and generate massive economic benefit for the entire world. And of course, you got to throw in the, protect the national security of America, because that is the way to get anything done, is basically say it's for national security. And then you got a blank check and just the ability to do whatever you want, apparently. But this thing, AI, is it so massively important that's like, you have to win this? Maybe. Right now, I think people are overvaluing what AI can do. The future of AI, like, it's impressive what it's done and is increasing at a ridiculous rate, but it's still not going to be some, open mind where people think what AI is going to be. It's not there. Because at the end of the day, for AI, it's only as good as the data you put into it. So it's not like any AI system is going to be the beacon of truth or going to think on its own. It's only going to think based on what you feed it. So, if you feed it some data that you like and leave out ones you don't, there you go. You got your bias there. So there's still bias people can put in. It's not like some super overlord thing. It's impressive what it can do in some things. It's increasing. The tech is increasing at an insane rate. But that's besides the point. This whole thing, the companies involved are SoftBank, OpenAI, Oracle, MGX. They're like leaders. They're going to be partnered together. Even Microsoft, NVIDIA, ARM, key initial technology partners. So these guys are people putting money in. I think there was a clip of the Microsoft CEO, talking about his 80 billion, because Elon Musk, if you scroll down here, says they don't actually have the money. So this is where it all starts, is this response here. They don't actually have the money. And then he goes on saying SoftBank has well under 10 billion secured. I have that on good authority. Which honestly, about SoftBank, maybe he's right. I think SoftBank, there's a lot of things you could look into them, and they're just not very good at deploying capital. So they're really good at getting scammed, not really good at getting a return. So maybe SoftBank doesn't have like this amount of money. Maybe they have to go get it. But the other companies involved do. Like, these are massive $1 trillion companies. This is where the CEO of Microsoft was in an interview talking about his 80 billion, where the reporter asked him like, oh, Elon Musk says they don't have the money. And all he says is one of the hardest lines, saying like, oh, my 80 billion is covered.
And so, but when you look at that $100 billion commitment, $500 billion potential, I don't know if you saw Elon Musk took to Twitter and said they don't have the money. The money doesn't exist, as if this is not really going to happen. What do you think of that?
Look, all I know is I'm good for my 80 billion. I am going to spend $80 billion building out Azure. Customers can count on Microsoft. with OpenAI models being there everywhere in the world, serving OpenAI models and other models. That's, I think, what I know.
But even in response to this SoftBank thing, Sam Altman responds. They've been having a saga for a while now. Elon Musk and Sam Altman apparently, not the best of friends recently. He really, really hates that OpenAI became a for-profit company, which completely understand. When you start a company and you say it's open source and a nonprofit and it's supposed to be to make everyone better, AI is supposed to be to make everyone's life better and not this for-profit thing because it's dangerous. And then you just kind of shift over when a big tech company gets you and say, well, actually, we're closed source for-profit now. Yeah, you can be mad about that. That makes sense. But Sam Altman says, wrong, as you surely know, want to come visit the first site already underway. This is great for the country. I realize what is great for the country isn't always what's optimal for your companies, but in your new role, I hope you mostly put America first. And Sam Altman might be onto something because obviously Elon Musk wants what's best for him. And this whole Stargate project doesn't include his company. It's right here, Grok AI. I mean, we can open it, right? You have the whole Grok AI thing. It's all right, It's good at making images because it doesn't have guardrails on it. The other things, other AI infrastructure things, Bard, Gemini now, OpenAI haven't really messed with because I think to really get to do anything in OpenAI now, you got to pay for it, and I'm not paying for it. So this one actually has benefits. All of them have their own benefits, but is not included in the $500 billion, $500 billion project Elon Musk isn't included on. So obviously, he's gonna be a little more salty on this, kind of saying, you know what, like this is kind of dumb. Why isn't XAI in there? We're the future. And maybe he should be, maybe he shouldn't be. Doesn't really matter. The fact is he's not. And then it's not something like this saying, what's great for the country isn't always optimal for your companies. I think is true for anything too, even true for Sam Altman too. So it's true for everyone. But everyone's going to act in their own self-interest. But I guess we'll see how this goes because I just don't think AI is this absolute massive, like life-changing thing. Yeah, maybe it gets there. Maybe the $500 billion pushes it over the edge and makes it something that's insane. But I also don't agree with a lot of the things people are saying. Like I don't know his name, but someone's talking about this saying, "Oh, we're gonna have a great surveillance state where we can make sure that everyone's on their best behavior." Is like, what are we talking about? Hold on, back up. No one does not do that. That's insane. But that's stuff that they're talking about. But for right now, I think AI is in like where this .com bubble was, where like back in 2000, 2001, when you added .com to your company and all of a sudden you're an insane, massively valued company. Right now, we've got that with AI. Like you add AI and you're part of this AI thing and all the valuations go insane. I think things are going to fall off because you're just not going to get the return that anyone thought that was going to happen. But AI is not going to die. Just like in .com bubble, the internet and technology companies didn't die. The good ones, they stuck around. They actually were fundamentally sound and grew out of it and became these multi-trillion-dollar companies we have now. So AI will still be big in the future, but I don't think it's going to be as big as people think as soon. Elon Musk is beefing with Sam Altman. That's not really new. I think they've been going back and forth for a while now. But he's also on the outside of this massive Stargate project, which is it the first of many, right? Did he spend so much time trying to get in the inner circle and it just didn't work, and his companies aren't going to be a part of the massive spending that he says he's against? But as long as it's for his companies, maybe not so against it. I guess we'll see, right? We'll see what happens. But that's going to do it for this video. As always, remember to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.